trying another phone now. This is 1C. Okay, with the remaining 6/8 ounces of nectar. Now I know that the front said she had 5/8 remaining. This says 6/8. It's a little bit of a typo, but we're gonna run with this 6/8. So she has 6/8 left after what she's done so far. She now decides she wants to create a batch of rose perfume and several batches of lavender soap. Okay, so she wants some rose perfume and lavender soap for the local farmers market. The rose perfume needed a 1/2 ounce of nectar, and the lavender soap altogether needed 1/4 ounces of nectar. How much nectar was left over? So let's underline that question. So we want to know how much is going to be left over from what we have after she makes these projects. Leftovers already making me think we're going to need to subtract, but let's keep going. We're going to need to simplify our answer if necessary and support it with a diagram, numbers, and words. Here we go. So if she has 6/8 to work with, that's what she has left over, but she wants to make this much. The first thing we got to do is find out in total what she'll need to make. So we need to add up a 1/2 and a 1/4. Those have different denominators, so we'll need to make them like fractions. There's a few ways you can do it. I'll do it really quickly. You could either draw a picture. Here I go with my 1/2, and here I go with my 1/4. And now I've got to put my 1/4 over here and my 1/2 over here. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 pieces, so now my new denominator is 8. That's just like multiplying 4 times 2 is 8. So 1/2 is now going to be 1, 2, 3, 4/8, and 1/4 is going to be 2/8. You could do it that way. Or I'm going to look down here and see, well, 4 is divisible by 2, so we could leave it as fourths. So it'd be like 1/4 plus, now we've got to make 1/2 into fourths, so 1/2. So 2 times 2 equals 4. So if we did it on the bottom, we've got to do it on the top. 1 times 2 equals 2. So 1/4 plus 2/4. Okay, we can do that because we have the same denominator. 1 plus 2 is 3/4. So she's going to need 3/4 ounces to make her rose perfume and her lavender soap. And she's got 6/8 left. So we've got to see what's going to be left over after she takes away her 3/4 ounces. So now we've got to subtract. So that's going to be 6/8 minus 3/4. So once again, we don't have similar denominators. You've got options. 8 times 4, you can make them into 30 seconds. And then you just have to multiply this times 8 and that times 4. Or you can see, well, 8's divisible by 4. We can just make it 8ths. I usually prefer to do that. So I'm going to do 6/8 minus, well, let's see how many 8ths 3/4 is. 4 times 2 equals 8. So 3 times 2 equals 6. So 6/8 minus 6/8. We can do that. 6 minus 6 is 0. So we have 0/8, which is just none. She has none left over. So I'll write my word, or I'll do my diagram first, and then I'll write my words. Now some of you might want to draw these diagrams first because that'll help you solve it. For others, it's just a way to represent an even deeper knowledge of what you're doing. So let's show 6/8. So break it into 8s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we'll color in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of my 8ths. And we're going to subtract 6 of our 8ths again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this is what we're subtracting. 6/8. So let's come over here and subtract 6/8. That leaves us with none of our 8ths colored in left. We have none left. So our sentence will be, what's her name? Samantha. Samantha will have no nectar left. And you could even get more specific if you want, after making rose perfume and lavender soap.